Ready for a whiskey tango talk? I haven't been on in a couple weeks. Or for a couple weeks. Was I on last week?
You weren't on last week, but you were here the week before.
Was I? It feels like it's been a really long time. I missed last week because of work, and then I was able to change my schedule tonight so that I was able to do tonight, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do tonight either. So I'm really excited that I can be on. So thank you for everybody. Sorry about the time change. I just wanted to make sure that like I wasn't walking through the door as Brandon was hitting go live, because we've done that before and it's super stressful. So thank you for waiting. Hopefully going forward, especially like after the holidays, we'll be able to get back to like our normal time every time. But yeah, so hopefully everybody had a good day. Do you want to tell them?
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, our rabbit, the kids' mini Rex Bella had her babies. So
they're so like
super exciting.
Little jelly beans. And then before we get into the comments, I just had something real quick. So I just wanted to take a moment and thank all of our friends and supporters for the abundance of kind words and support lately. It truly means the world to us. Your messages, comments, calls, and texts are appreciated from the bottom of our hearts. We will continue to share our journey, the failures as well as the successes, in hopes to inspire others, and your ongoing support means the world to us. Thank you and God bless, from Whiskey Tango Farms. Also, I just wanted to add, I am working through comments and messages. So if I haven't gotten to you yet, just hang on. I'll get there. So thank you again for your support, everybody. So ready to roll, or do you have anything? I'm just so excited about the little kids.
Hit the thumbs up button.
Oh yeah, like, subscribe. Please.
Yeah. I know.
Get your questions in so we have some stuff to talk about.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow, possibly.
Don't swear. Like, there might be children watching.
Well, they'd be excited about stuff.
True.
I've been stressing the last few hours just about the possibility of snow, and trying to finish up the last few minutes but last little time I have outside to button up the last few things.
It feels like minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know it's supposed to start raining tonight at 8 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock.
It was drizzling.
And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then tomorrow afternoon turn into snow with the possibility of maybe up to an inch.
Yeah, they were salting.
It'll be the first real snowfall, so it's not going to stick.
They were out hardcore salting. Yeah. So, yeah. Which sometimes they use, you said, salt from cheese, right? To put on the roads?
They use a brine, not from the cheese, but they use the brine solution, which is salt on the roads.
That's pretty cool. So, yeah. All right. You have more comments over there.
Yep.
Because ours is a little behind.
Yeah, Jasmine got here early, said, I did not pay attention to the time posted and couldn't find the live stream in my feed.
Sorry.
See ya in a half an hour. Yeah. Well, thanks for
sticking around.
La Rochelle Farm, WTF, why did you have to pick the week that we did a time change for making the show come on a little later? This whole farm is having a hard time keeping eyes open.
Oh shoot, we'll try to keep it short and sweet and to the point tonight.
Sorry. S.L. Swanson's here, said hi there. I see I'm early for the good talk. How y'all doing? Doing good, thank you for joining.
Welcome.
And he said, and this is Memphis in the house.
I sense some territory wars or whatever, just friendly, competition or whatever.
S.L. Swanson says, if y'all got something cold up there, I need y'all to keep it up there. We do not need north winds down here.
Well, okay, deal, but can you send some of your warmth up this way then?
Right. Let's Jennifer Myers is here. We have halfbacks in Tennessee. Those are from the north that moved to Florida.
We what?
Halfbacks. Tennessee. Those are from the north that moved to Florida. They decide way too hot, so they come fall back. So they were talking about Steve said he was a Yankee. He's referred to as a Yankee person from the north.
That's funny.
Joan says, wow, thought I was late. Hi from southern Arizona, where my celadons are hatching. Just a few more to go.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Oh, also, welcome, Jennifer. You didn't say welcome to Jennifer. Welcome.
Yeah, didn't I?
No, I don't think so. I know. I have a headache, so it's kind of hard to think, but hello, everybody.
Verna is here.
Hi, Verna. Verna is our moderator, so thank you to Verna.
Yep.
She's always very supportive, and she is on stuff like white on rice. Like, she's like a ninja.
Verna says, evening, Kristin, Brandon, and everybody. Sorry, I'm just trying to find.
Oh, Verna said, that is a beautiful picture they have there. I just love it. Yes, he took that, and he came in. He's like, found the picture for this week's live. And I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. So, and it was very pretty. So that was a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
S.L. Swanson said, it makes me sad they have a tractor and I don't even have a yard, but one day soon.
Oh, here. All right, we're caught up now. So our streaming software doesn't show us stuff until like right before we logged on. And so that's why we're reading from his iPad over there, and now I can like show stuff. So yes, hopefully someday soon. We only have 0.97 acres or something. Like, we don't even have an acre of land, and we have a tractor. So but with his back and stuff, like, we have done so much that we would not have done without the tractor. I remember when we first bought it, like, some of my coworkers and stuff, they're like, you know, kind of giving me a hard time, kind of ribbing me, but you know that they kind of weren't. And I'm like, yeah, but with his back and not being able to do a lot, and we had just bought the house, like, we've gotten our money's worth. It's been worth every penny. So like, we use it all the time. So and we're trying to save up to buy some land and maybe like a bigger place with maybe like already a farm or some land to build on.
Means bigger tractor.
Yes. And every time when we talk about it, he's like, I need at least a Series 4, which, yeah, you're silly. I love you. All right. Jasmine is here, just saying hi to everybody. She is from Missouri. Hating the early sundown here already, but the good about it is farm chores get done early and evenings are free to watch YouTube. There you go. Silver lining. Yes. Yeah, I go outside in the morning in the dark and do the chores, go to work, come home, do some more chores in the dark. So I have a little headlamp that I use, so that helps. And I'm saving up some monies for a Carhartt. I have always wanted a Carhartt, and I feel like how many winters has it been now that I've been taking care of like the chickens and everything? I feel like I've earned my Carhartt. Like, you have to earn it. So I feel like I have. So I'm excited. Let's see here. And then Verna says, because I don't even have a bedroom, roll on the floor laughing. Quail took that over, LOL. Yeah, for those that don't know, Verna lets her quail sleep in the bedroom, and she sleeps, I don't know, in the living room or wherever. So they get the royal treatment at Verna's place. Yeah, and Verna said too, that's a good trade-off, Jasmine. I would agree. I second that. And Verna says, I still have 2 poop trays to clean before bedtime, LOL, and gathering nightly eggs. Yeah, ours have started to lay later now. Like, they used to lay in the afternoon, and it's weird because before the time change and everything, they like we had the timer set up. So they're getting the exact same amount of light, and they're in the quail barn. So they don't, well, I mean, like the breeders are. So it's like they don't know that the time changed, but they must like feel it in their bodies or something. So they like shifted. It's really bizarre, but they're still laying. They are still happy. So I'll take it. Jasmine said, hey Steve, I grew up an hour south of the Windy City. Don't miss that lake effect winter weather. Yeah. It is chilly.
I'm glad we moved away, or I moved away from that. So I used to look down by Racine, and yeah,
it's like frigid.
The lake effect snow just sucked.
My thing that I hate most about winter is not even shoveling. It's not carrying the water buckets and all that. It's not about my toes freezing. It's when it is so cold, and if you've like lived in the cold, you know what I'm talking about, but it's so cold that you go outside and you breathe through your nose and your nostrils freeze shut.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, it like literally takes your breath away. That's what I don't like.
That's your, below zero weather.
Yeah. It's like, and I think it has something to do with like, your nose hairs and just like the humidity or whatever. And it's like, I don't have a hairy nose or anything, but it's like, obviously we all have that, like to like protect your nose and whatever. And it's just like, oh, I can't breathe. And you like panic for like a little split second. So I don't know. Tundra problems. Ed Got Beat is here. Hello. He said, S.O. Swanson, LOL, I'm a Yankee too from Portland, Maine. I hate snow and cold weather, also hate hot weather. LOL. Yeah, it's got to be just right, like Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Verna's just saying hi to Ed. Everybody's saying hello to each other. We all just kind of hang out. So, love it. S.O. Swanson said, I always say I may not have been born here, but I got here as fast as I could. There you go. Hey, whatever works. You were a Tennessean at heart. Ro S is in the house from Canada. I know it's Canada, not Canada. Sorry, I just like it's fun to say Canada. Welcome. Oh, I remember when I was a little girl, we used to go hunting up north for grouse in Canada, and I was, I think, like in 4th grade, and we went to the grocery store, and my aunt showed me how like everything had English on it, but also French. It was super cool because a lot of people speak French up there, apparently. I haven't been there probably since then, so it's been a really long time. And then it was really strange. The Skippy peanut butter, when you opened it up, it had just a single peanut on top. They don't do that in the US, so I don't know. Apparently, Canadians think you need that little extra peanut on top of the Skippy peanut butter, and it's adorable. I don't know if they still do that, but they did in whatever year that was, 2000-ish. And you're like, I'm so old.
I have no idea what you said. I wasn't listening.
10 years of marriage, guys. Oh, jeepers. Oh, Verna said she used to live in Arkansas. I would think it's really like humid. Maybe not. S.L. Swanson said, just thinking about winter weather in Maine makes me want to grab a cover. I can imagine. So far, it hasn't been too terrible here, so I haven't had to use my heated vest under a coat. My mom got me a heated vest last year for Christmas. The best thing ever. I didn't have it in time for hunting for rifle season, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get it this year. I kind of feel like it's cheating, but at the same time, if I'm not frozen, I don't think I care. So, Ed Got Bait says, hello, WTF. Hello. Aw, Verna said she missed me. Thanks. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I was telling Brandon, I'm like, I feel like everybody's like, we're like a little family, and like I love answering questions and just hanging out and catching up. Jessie Mills is here. Hello, Jessie. Says, good evening, everyone. We still got the dog picture up on the wall. By the way, can I tell them? No? Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. S.L. Swanson said, hey there, there's our fantastic hosts. Thanks. Hello. Everybody's saying hello. I said, Brandon is happy you're here too. I hope so. I think we kind of like rib each other and whatnot. Ouch. Ow. God. Oh, man. Jasmine says, yay, Kristin, happy to have your pretty face with us tonight. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
See? Everybody cares about her.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I know, I'm not as cute or pretty.
I think you're pretty cute. You're not pretty, but you're pretty cute. How many babies? We said we weren't going to say, but I don't know. It's not really a secret. It's not a big deal. I mean, we'll post a video of like when we bred them and stuff. Like we recorded all that and like what we were looking for during breeding and all that. And then
I don't really have much.
The breeding process. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like short and simple. I mean, it's not a complicated process. Trust me, rabbits, they know what to do. But
not always, but yeah.
Yeah, Henry needed a little assistance, which it was funny.
That's all right.
He figured it out pretty quick. Anyhow, so yeah, we'll have a video of all that and stuff. So you'll get to see the little jelly beans. I'm so excited. It's just like it's our first litter, so I just feel like very accomplished. So now on to the meat rabbits. So I never know like how much I should share on the lives and if I should wait. Dang it. I'll just say I'm really excited about something else. Rabbit related. I don't know if Tiffany is on tonight, but if Tiffany is on, she knows because I told her, because I texted her. Because
Dale knows too.
Does he? I couldn't contain myself.
For some reason, that guy, me and him, couldn't get off the phone again this afternoon.
You guys, I don't know how your jaws don't get tired.
I don't know.
You and Dale and you and Zach and I forgot who else it was you talked to, and you're like, I just got off the phone with so and so. It was 3 hours. I'm like, oh, maybe that was Dale. I don't know. It's fine. It's okay because I like listening to the conversation because we all have like common interests. So I don't know.
And we learn.
Yeah.
From each other, which is awesome.
Yeah. It's funny, like, we all have our like areas of expertise and stuff. So then we'll talk and like, like maybe there's something we know a little bit more about and then we'll tell Dale or vice versa. And it's just kind of cool to like share all that. So, and that's the purpose.
Experiences and stuff.
Yeah. And that's the purpose of like, this and like our videos and all that, just to kind of get it out there, I guess. So, yeah.
I canned duck eggs that I got from Dale. If you guys didn't know, Dale sold ducks. He's got Pekin ducks. And we have 2 of them that are growing. So
we put 6 in?
Yeah.
Darn. But are they in like lockdown or how long do they have to go? I wasn't
involved. They're not in lockdown.
Okay. I guess I wrote down the numbers and like what day we put them in, but like life is so crazy right now.
I can't remember when they go in lockdown. I think they go lockdown the day before Thanksgiving.
Ooh, I think I put it in my phone. I know I wrote it down. We'll have to look later, but I do remember writing it down somewhere.
They might be born on my birthday.
Yay.
That might be cool.
I wonder if I'll have off for your birthday this year.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're right. Probably not. Sorry. Jasmine said, yay, baby buns. Yes, they are cute. Jessie said, Letty wanted to make sure I tell you she will be at QuailCon next year. LOL. Awesome. Can't wait to see her. She was a doll. Like, super, super sweet. Mariah is here. Hey, girl. Hey. Hello, Mariah. Thanks for hopping on. Speak of the devil, there he is. Mr. Dale himself from Dale's Quails. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dale. Thanks for catching us and hopping on. Verna says, bad Brandon, using the 4-letter S word. Sometimes at work, we have walkie-talkies, and you get in trouble if you like swear or say something inappropriate on the walkie, because we want to make sure it's a professional environment and whatever. But as soon as it snows, somebody always has to announce over the walkie, hey, it's snowing, even though we can all see it's snowing. Like, it's a rule. If you see that it's snowing, you have to announce that it's snowing.
I guess you can't say scat anymore, huh?
Yeah. So I always like joke with whoever says it. I'm like, quit swearing over the walkie, you're gonna get written up. I'm like, so yeah, scat, like bovine scat. I said that in front of a person at work the other day, and they're like, that is clever. I'm like, right? I'm like, my husband came up with that. Actually, didn't you say your uncle did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. Uncle Phils are awesome.
Oh, Mariah said rain Thursday and snow Friday. Gross. Mariah is also from Wisconsin. She's one of my best friends.
I thought it was, I don't know. I could have swore it was tomorrow, but
I don't know. It's going to be too soon regardless. Yep. Dang it, and I have to drive to work. I'm on like a huge stretch right now. And I actually drive north on the interstate through like rolling hills and like over the river and through the woods. Actually, it is over the river and through the woods, but I'm not going to grandmother's house. So it's very slippery on my way to work. So that sucks. I just have to leave early. That's all. I just go slow when I get there. So
everybody hates me about using this S word.
See? Gosh, you're so offensive. I'm sorry.
So controversial.
Stop. And we're done.
Darn
okay.
Snow.
Misty is in the house. Hello. She said hello to all. Wait, I got bait. Oh, Lord. Brandon didn't bring up the 4-letter word. Don't bring up that 4-letter word. Yep.
That's what I said.
Yeah. S.O. Swanson. People that use the S word should get a timeout.
I'll see myself out.
No, you're keeping me warm. If you get up, my left side's going to be cold. Everybody's really reaming you for using that word. Mm-hmm. Don't use that awful S word, Brandon.
See how it is.
Row S. I love the snow. Send it up to me. You know, snow isn't really that bad. It's the ice, honestly. And it depends on the kind of snow, which if you live in a cold environment, you know that there's different kinds of snow. The light, fluffy stuff, like whatever, I could take that all day. That like really heavy stuff though, or like the stuff like when it's snowing and then the wind blows and it cuts your face because it's like little ice, like shards of ice on your face. I don't like that stuff. I like the fluffy stuff though. But the like shard stuff is good for building snowmans. The fluffy stuff is not snowman or snowball.
I like the heavy snow.
Well, I like looking at it. I just don't like it cutting my face, and I don't like driving in it. Sorry. Gary Miller says, hello from North Carolina, WTF, and the rest of the Quail family. Hello, Gary. Thanks for hopping on. Dale says, some of us love snow. Do your ducks like snow?
Oh, Dale's from Canada. So
Canada.
That's
right. I forgot.
He likes that snow there.
Yeah, there. Up there north. Up there north. Yeah, I'm curious if the ducks like the snow, or if like maybe are their webbed feet like more susceptible to frostbite or anything like that? I wonder. Especially like if they're jumping in water, like if you have thawed water for them, they're splashing around and they go traipsing through the snow. I wonder if that causes issues. We don't have ducks yet. I guess I don't know what we're gonna do with those 2 hatch. We're gonna have to figure it out pretty darn quick. So
Dale said he might just bring me some ducklings too.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cute. Ed got bait. Who has the tickle trunk? LOL. Yeah, I haven't seen Kelly on here yet, but I know she's pretty busy right now with school and stuff. So she'll probably watch the replay and she will see your comment, Ed. I do not have a tickle trunk. Chad is in the house. Hello, Chad. How's it going? Thanks for coming on. And then we have Rynick is here. Howdy from North Carolina. Glad to see y'all. Thanks for hopping on. Love seeing you here. Ed Got Bait said, question, do male quail stop making foam this time of year? Ours have not. I mean, maybe if they're cold and not in the mood for breeding, they probably wouldn't.
Lighting, yes, they would slow down.
Yeah, no, they are very happily foaming.
Just because we keep lights on ours.
Yeah.
Even the outside hutches.
Yeah. I suppose I was going to say, well, ours are, like inside, but it's not hot in there really.
My one outside hutch, I have a male in there and he doesn't. There's no breeding activity going on there, even though the females are still laying eggs.
Is that Mr. Eyebrows? Do you need to give him a pep talk? No.
No. Mr. Eyebrows is trying to get along with the other young, spunky
male. Yeah,
male in there.
He looks rough. Mr. Eyebrows looks rough.
He's been pecked on a little bit.
Yeah.
The other guys turned into the
macho
master quail
head honcho.
Yes.
Dale says, howdy Jasmine and Verna. He's eating supper, just listening in. That is quite okay.
That's a late supper.
He's a farmer. What do you expect? You eat when you can.
When I talked to him earlier, he was feeding the children. So maybe he just fed the kids and didn't eat himself.
We do that a lot, actually.
Yeah,
for different reasons, though. It's more because we don't really get hungry. But any hoozles. S not S. Question, I put my very first set of eggs in the incubator this afternoon. I'm super excited. I've noticed my temperature hasn't gone all the way up yet. Is this normal? Ambient temp eggs were at 66 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want them to be 99 to 100 degrees, not any more than 100. So you're aiming for 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, but like half a degree fluctuation hotter or cooler is quite okay. If it's not in that temperature, like say it's too low, they're going to develop very slowly and you may have a late hatch. And then you can sometimes experience, because of that, wry neck and just hatching problems and stuff. And then if you have it too hot, they may either start hatching on day 16 or 17, or you're going to bake them and they just won't hatch. So you definitely want it up to temp, in that sweet spot. If you need help, definitely feel free to email us or send us a message on our Facebook. You can text or call this guy here. He's usually more readily available, and if he doesn't know something, which he actually knows a lot. He says he doesn't listen to me, but he does, because I've heard him talking to people and he knows his stuff. But go ahead and text us or call us 715-819-2002. Or you can email info@whiskeytanglefarms.net, or we have a contact form on our website at whiskeytanglefarms.net, or you can send us a Facebook message. There's so many options. So we would love to help if you're still having issues with it. Ba-ba-da. Jasmine said, question, how do you safely set up the heated water for rabbits, and do you even need to offer heated water for the quail in the Fancy-Schmancy Quail Barn?
The Fancy-Schmancy Quail Barn has heat.
But not
But it's not very hot. Kind of like what Kristin talked about in the video. We keep a heater. I actually just put it in there a couple days ago because it's been plenty warm with just the heat of the quail bodies in there, because we have so many in there. My main reason of putting the heater in there was to kind of help warm it up a little bit in there, because we have some freshly hatched chicks. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and we put it in there because it's going to be starting to be cold fairly quick here, and we don't want the water to freeze. So
But as far as the rabbits, we are not. So this is our first winter with rabbits. So I was talking to Tiffany from Tealstone Homestead because that's why we kind of got started with rabbits. And I was asking her about water and if she'd used heated waters because they're kind of expensive. They're like $40 for one bowl, and we're very quickly gaining a lot of rabbits. So I really would not like to buy that many bowls at $40 a pop. So we are just going to make sure that they're watered twice a day. And then, what is that one channel? Oh, I feel so bad. The Rabbitry Center. He said on there on YouTube that a little bit of ice actually isn't bad for the rabbits because it gives them something to gnaw on, like for their teeth, because they like to chew on stuff. Obviously, you still want them to be able to get through to like water to be able to drink, but if there's a little bit of ice, like say half of it is ice and half is water, that's completely fine. But just checking it twice a day should be fine. I think when it gets really, really cold, like usually in January and February, we'll get like a week or two long, very, very, very cold snap. They might come inside. We're gonna have to figure something out. We might.
They'll be fine.
We might give in to heated waters. We'll see. We'll have to play it by ear, but we're gonna
keep them watered.
Yeah.
I'll have to go out there multiple times a day with
warm water.
Well, I'll just knock it out or whatever.
Yeah, but we'll
the rubber bowls work pretty well.
We'll monitor it very closely because I don't think Chris uses heated waters either.
No, he just uses, like I said, those rubber bowls, and can just knock them out, knock the ice out, and fill them back up. And just fill them up a couple times a day, and they're just fine. So.
Mm-hmm. Everyday Oil Mommy says hello from Sacramento, California. I had a farmer's market table today where I sold 9 dozen eggs. Holy mackerel! Good job. And made enough to feed my quail for the winter. That is awesome. Good for you. That's how you do it. I don't know if you're already a part of it. There is a group on Facebook called Quail for Profit. Zach from My Shire Farm, has been posting videos on Quail for Profit and like tips and tricks. And we're going to be kind of working with him and Jasmine and some other folks, like bouncing ideas off each other. And so that's excellent though. Like that is so cool. So good for you.
That's awesome.
It is. Everybody's saying hello. Oh, Yusuf is here. Hello, Yusuf. Hope you're doing well. Hope your little quailies are good. Everybody's saying hi to Freezer. S.O. Swanson said, we do have a lot of friendly conversations that Brandon has to scroll through in the beginning. Yes. That is quite okay. That's good.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a community. Like
that's what we're all here for.
Everybody's saying hello, and congratulating Everyday Oil Mommies for the success on that sale. Row S said, tractors move snow. Yes. I guess we haven't really discussed, like obviously the driveway will be the tractor, but even like making a path from the house to the quail barn and chicken barn, I was planning on using the snowblower, but if I have to make you go out and use the tractor, darn, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I totally know how to use the tractor too. He's a lot better at using the tractor. And our 9-year-old learned how to drive, not only start the tractor, but drive it.
Oh, he knew how to drive it.
Oh.
He didn't know how to get it out of park.
Oh.
But like he popped it into gear and like pushed the pedal.
So I posted on my personal Facebook, I was like, if you see a 9-year-old driving down Main Street, just wave and look the other way. So
yeah. I had to teach him, though, about how to start a diesel because he just went on there and started cranking it over. And I'm like, no. You gotta let it warm up.
Yeah.
Glow plugs, so.
I got beat. Holy crap, Brandon smiled.
I smile?
He does that sometimes.
When did I smile? What did I smile for?
You're like all upset that somebody caught you smiling. Oh, jeepers. Everybody's saying hello. I had said, see you guys make a great duo. Thank you, Ed. Jasmine said, yes, I love my winter coveralls and Carhartt coat for wintertime chores. That's awesome. I have, last year for hunting, I bought some, they're like Carhartt knockoffs. It's like Burn or Bernie from Fleet Farm. It's spelled Berne, and it has like a bear on it. And I wore those hunting, and by golly, are they warm. Oh, they're so nice. But my coat that I usually wear like out in the barn has a rip in the arm here, and it's not very warm. It's like I just got it from TJ Maxx. Like it's not cutting it. So let's see here.
That sucks. Go ahead.
Everyday Oil Mommy says, hey Verna, how are your quail doing? Is your new stacking cage full yet? Verna said, one of my pansy fee hens died today. Oh, did not realize she was being beat up. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Verna. Beth Reed is in the house. Sorry, I'm late. Did I miss anything important? Not too much. We're just kind of going back and forth and talking about winter and saying the S word. Snow. We talked about our mama rabbit, the mini Rex Bella. She had 8 babies, little jelly beans in the nest box this morning. Verna was just saying that no, her stacking cage from Winola is not filled quite yet, but should be by the end of the month. Let's see here. Yusef says, sorry to hear that, Verna. I realize that happens when you have too many. So when you have too many, because he has so many. I'm not sure. I think there's a little bit of a typo there. But yeah, he's just saying, like, sometimes happens when there's a lot in there. And yeah, it's hard. And sometimes, like, even if you don't have too many in there, it's just, sometimes they're just jerks. So Everyday Oil Mommy said, so sorry to hear about your pansy fee hen. One of my Tux boys, the same. I moved him in with 22 4-week-old surprise egg chicks from my shire, and he's so happy. Head is healing up well. That is great. That's good. Johnny, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, because I just know I'm going to do terrible at it. Johnny B said hello from Alabama. Hello. Thanks for joining us tonight. T. Rick said, frozen nose hairs. I hate when I don't dry my hair and it feels like I could break it. Yes. I hate frozen quail water. Chickens have heated dog bowls, need a quail water solution. It depends on like what you're using. So now we have the Winola Ranch cage, and we have the troughs on there. So I think that because that will hold enough water in combination with the small like little space heater in there, I think that you will be okay. And I'm a little worried about the hatching time water just because, the reservoir is on top, but the tubing is kind of thin. So we'll see. We'll work with it. We'll figure it out. We might have to get the temp up a little bit more since that tubing I don't think holds a whole lot, so it's easier to freeze. But for our chickens, now where they are, we were using an aquarium heater that we just dropped in there, and that's all they needed because it was just we were using a kitty litter bucket with the horizontal water nipples, not the vertical ones, because of the way the water sits in there, it will freeze. Sorry, this is a very long answer. Before that, when the water was actually outside, like at our old house, we had the kitty litter bucket, and then we had some PVC pipe, and we had a pump so the water was moving. We had an aerator in the kitty litter bucket so the water was moving in there, and then also the aquarium heater. And then we wrapped the PVC pipe with like a heated wire, and then like this aluminum insulation tape. It was like hardcore, like I didn't want it to freeze. We probably didn't need to do all of that, but it did not freeze.
It didn't freeze in the below zero temperatures in
Yeah.
the middle of January.
Because
So
the winter before that, whatever our setup was, it froze and it was miserable. And I was like, I am not messing around this time.
she was out there with a hairdryer trying to unfreeze her nipples in the water.
It didn't work, by the way. So, anywho. So, yeah, hopefully that will give you some ideas. There are, in like the newbie quail lovers group, people have been asking about like winterizing and stuff. I know you watched it. I didn't get a chance. Zach has a video on winterizing quail. Did he say anything about water? I didn't get a chance to watch it.
What?
He doesn't listen to me. I said Zach had that winterizing quail video. I know you watched it. I didn't get a chance. Did he talk about water?
I think so. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
Check it out because it's got to have good content anyways. I would imagine he probably talks about water. But otherwise, in the newbie quail lovers group,
I know he did. I just can't remember what he said.
Oh, okay. It's been a long few weeks.
Yeah, long weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had some family.
Verna posted the link in the comments for that video. So.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Had some family that have been very, very sick. So that and some other stuff, it's just been a lot. So I guess it's your brain's way of coping with stuff sometimes. Like all your thoughts just like they're gone. So, but anyhow, yeah, check out Newbie Quail Lovers on Facebook. Maybe post in there for some ideas. There's a lot of people in there bouncing ideas off each other because everybody's setup is a little bit different. So James says, hey, all late arrival, hit that button. Well, thanks for joining us. We don't keep attendance. And yes, please hit like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our content. Richard Brown says, hello from East Tennessee. Hello, Richard. Thanks for hopping on. It's good to have you here. So we got a couple Tennesseans here. Oh, my. MG2 Shorts 2.0. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Question: can newborn quail be placed in half by half inch hardware cloth flooring?
I have one.
Isn't that what ours are? Oh no, ours are quarter by quarter.
No, it's half by half, but you need to put their feet are too small for half by half wire when they're first born.
Oh, that's right. We put shop towels down.
Yep.
So yes, we have them on that, but we have blue shop towels over that. So they're not directly on it because their little feet will go right through. Yep. And I wouldn't probably
even like brooders like Dale from Dale's Quail sells. He has a wood board that you put down on the brooder for that first week, so they're not on the wire because they can't be on the wire at all. About that first week or so.
Yep, Yusef said the first 3 days or so, just place paper towels on top. And Verna said too, it's better to cover that hardware cloth with mechanics towels for the first week. Yes. Yeah, we just use the blue shop towels. They're super absorbent.
Verna was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Maybe some of you didn't know what that meant, so I just wanted to clarify. They're super absorbent. Like I love them, and they've got that grip too.
They're easy to clean.
Mm-hmm. Verna said, Kristin, survival is the most important thing. It isn't cheating. Correct. Although when you're sitting in a stand or a blind waiting for another animal to come by so that you can, what do I want to say? Dispatch it. I have to be careful because YouTube, so you can eat it. I'm not sure. I know when I was younger, some people said if you use a heater in your deer blind, you were cheating and whatever. I don't care. Because the way I see it, if I can't feel my fingers when I need to go pull that trigger, I will be super mad. So, yeah. Anywho, definitely got to be able to feel that finger, right? Just the right one. I guess your thumb too to take the safety off, but. Beth says 77% humidity here in north central Arkansas tonight. Yes, it gets humid. Gross. Although, if I had to choose between humidity or the ice or the snow that cuts your face, I'd probably choose the humidity because the ice that cuts your face, just no. I got bait says Verna. I live in Arkansas, Little Rock. AFB. I don't know what that means. AFB. Bro S said, haha, I thought the peanut was an American thing. No, we don't have that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I was talking about how when I was a little girl, we went to Canada to go grouse hunting, and we went to the grocery store, and the Skippy peanut butter, you unscrew the lid and you undo the seal, and there's just one little peanut sitting on top. Mm-hmm. Just a single peanut, like right in the middle. Like, I think they measure or something. So, I don't know. Interesting. Now I want to go to Canada and go buy some Skippy peanut butter and see if they still do the peanut thing. Ed Gottbait said Dad was in the Air Force. Very cool. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. For the holidays at work, we have dress up days and stuff. And I was put in charge of it again, and I kind of wanted to shake it up. We always do like crazy sock day and ugly sweater day and the usual. But I made tomorrow red, white, and blue day for Veterans Day. So hopefully everybody remembers. If you see a veteran, thank them. Well, you should really thank them anytime anyways, but I'm just kind of trying to pick here. Beth said, I move my quail inside for winter. I don't want to deal with any frozen waterers if I don't have to. The chickens, turkeys, and rabbits are enough hauling water for me. Yeah, it gets heavy. And like when it's cold, you're like, I just want to be done with it.
They make really nice, expensive heated hoses.
Yes. Whiskey Tingle Farms can only afford 50-foot hose or something. We got a shorter heated hose because we didn't want to buy the 100-foot one because it was like $300, and I'm like, I can't.
I think it was almost $4. It was ridiculous.
I couldn't justify it. That's how much it was. So we got the shorter one, and then I think what we're gonna do is take another longer non-heated hose, and put it on a hose rail and take that in and out of the house, connect to the heated one, do what we need to do, wind it up. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work, but it beats carrying lots and lots and lots of 5-gallon buckets back and forth. MG toe shorts. I'm so sorry. Said I'm finally getting some credit raising quail from my family now that the food prices are insane. Well, good for you. I'm sorry that they had to see the food prices before they realized that quail are awesome. Verna said, you found your new breeders? Oh, I think they're talking about my good news. Maybe. I can't remember. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. But yes, we have breeders. We have breeder quail, breeder. Well, we don't have chickens anymore because we don't have the roosters. But, I mean, I have females. There's no males to go with them because neighbors are annoying sometimes, but that's all right. And then we have breeder rabbits. Sam Pete is here. Welcome, welcome. Says hello, folks. Ed Gottbait said, Beth, wish I could. Beth, wish I could have. I can't deal with the weather anymore. Yeah. Every winter, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm moving south. But we don't, and we won't. Maybe we'll be snowbirds when we're old.
No.
No? Okay. No, we won't.
No.
It sounds like a lot of work. It's like double the property tax then and all that. S.L. Swanson said, live members are the premium members of the channel. We should always get the most current info. Yes, and you get to know everything first. So yeah, you know that we had eight babies. Wait, we didn't have 8 babies. Oh my God, send help. I can barely handle the 2 we've got. If we had, oh my God, I would not be sane if we had 8 children. We had 8 kits from our rabbit Bella. Which actually, Bella, the mini Rex, and Henry, the buck mini Rex, are the kids' rabbits. Where we got them for the kids, with the full intention of the kids taking care of them and breeding them and showing them. That hasn't happened yet. So I don't know how long the mini Rex will be at Whiskey Tango Farms. For right now, they are cute and fuzzy, and I can't say goodbye, but I'm going to give it over the summer, and if the kids don't start pitching in, I just can't justify keeping them around. I just can't. Stacy Mullins is in the house. Hi, everyone. While we're waiting, Homestead from Wyandotte County, Ohio. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us. Gary Miller said, thanks for your advice on mixing my tuxedos in with some jumbos by putting them in a box. Worked great. Thanks again. Good to know. I love hearing what?
Go ahead.
I love hearing, that we were able to help you out. So
S.L. Swanson says squirrel peanut was known for containing one whole peanut which laid on top of the peanut butter when the jar was first opened. Hence the slogan, the one with the peanut on top. The peanut on top was eliminated when rebranded as Skippy. The brand was also known for peanut points, which could be collected and redeemed for prizes. The mascot was brown squirrel wearing a green sweater, smiling and holding a peanut. The slogan, the one with the peanut on top, was actually originally from New York peanut butter and was transferred to squirrel with Canada Packers purchase of the brand.
Huh.
And he said, sorry if I stopped your Canada trip.
Thank you. The more you know. It was like, as a kid, like them showing me that was like super cool. And then the coins there too. I don't know if you guys still have them. I thought I heard that they were getting rid of them. The loonies and the toonies, the $1 and the $2 coins, and the toonies, it was like gold in the middle and silver on the outside. And of course, as a kid, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So, although $2 bills are pretty cool, like around here, because they're not very common,
Yeah, but I have like almost 100 of them.
Yeah, but that's because you've like collected them. It's a little different. They're not common. So same with 50-cent pieces. We have some younger people at work that apparently haven't been out in life very much, and they thought that somebody they didn't know what a 50-cent piece was.
It's not the wrapper.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I had to like explain to them like what a 50-cent piece like was. And I don't know if they don't teach that in school anymore.
They make dollar gold coins.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I had to get.
You probably ask the youngsters nowadays that they know what a dollar president gold coin is, dollar coin, but they probably won't know what a Susan B. Anthony
or
dollar
like a
is.
Sacagawea.
Oh, what?
Sacagawea. She was on a gold coin.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just giving crap.
Sorry, it's like super off topic.
Yep, you always are.
Squirrel!
What?
No, I was just meaning like I got distracted. Jasmine said, my Rex buck just cannot figure it out, and I gave up and used my silver fox buck instead. I'm kind of sad because my Rex is so pretty, but oh well, he'll fit in the freezer just fine.
Nice.
He's not nice. If he can't figure it out, he's not good for much else than filling the freezer. I don't know.
Henry was trying to do it backwards. So
maybe he was just trying to warm her up a little.
By sticking it in her eye? I mean, I don't know.
She was not impressed. So, yeah.
Yeah, I had to flip him around.
Yeah, once he had a little help, yeah, he was good. He's good to go. What is happening? Okay, there's brooders in the barn, and there is some type of commotion. Where's Moonshine?
He's right here, running out to see what's going on.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep on keeping on while he probably saves some quail from the cat. Okay. Stacy Mullen says, congrats on your kits. We're expecting some tomorrow. That's awesome. Super exciting. Beth said, I got my very first turkey egg this morning. I'm so excited. That's awesome. What kind of turkeys do you have, Beth? Do you have like heritage breed or like the meat kind? We had a pair of blue slate, red bourbon something or another heritage breed turkeys. But that was right around the time that those people dumped a rooster in our yard, and we had the problems with our neighbors and stuff. And we're not supposed to have turkeys, so we were really worried, so we ditched those quite quickly. They now live with my mother-in-law and her husband, and they send us Snapchat messages every once in a while. And Kelly, the hen, is quite often out of the fence, off roaming around on the roof. Like,
she's out everywhere.
She's pretty naughty. So I'm glad that's not happening at our house because our neighbors are having a conniption. Everybody is alive?
Well, everything's fine.
Okay.
I don't know what that was about.
Ro S said, how long does it take to hatch a duck egg? I don't remember.
28 days, I think. Give or take a day or two. They go in lockdown 25 days. I don't know. I hatched a duck earlier this year. I just wanted to show everybody.
It was supposed to be a chicken. Do you remember that?
No.
Or was it a chicken? It was supposed to be.
We were supposed to have. One of the eggs was supposed to be. I bought all duck eggs, and then we had a chicken hatch out.
Oh, that was it. I sent him a picture. I'm like, hey, one of your ducks hatched, and it was a chicken chick.
I mean, the eggs all look the same, but I wanted to show you guys because a few of you asked the 30 count to make a 30 count tray, and I don't know if you've seen them, but this is the 30 count tray that I came up with. Don't drop them.
You're tilting them quite a bit, and it's making me nervous.
These ginormous freaking eggs on here. But that's 30 count stacking tray and I did make them a little taller.
Oh yeah, they're deep.
I might need to make them a little deeper.
Or even just a little skinnier, maybe. Deeper but skinnier.
Well, I don't have any jumbo eggs in here. These are all.
I'll say they all seem.
They're all, I think, standards.
That's pretty big though.
But you can contact me or contact our business Facebook account and get these. I did post them on our account as well, but they're $15 a piece. They're more than the original other trays, just because the price of materials has gone up, and those take longer to print as well.
It's probably because all the filament is sitting on ships in the bays. So.
Yeah.
There was a meme of Melissa McCarthy on a little speedboat or whatever, and it showed her speeding through the water, and it said me going ship to ship to Christmas shop this year. I was like, and he's like, yeah, show me which ship has the tractors and cars or something.
Yeah, the tractors and trucks.
Mm-hmm. Dale's Quails was answering Ro S, who asked, how long does it take to hatch a duck egg? And Dale's Quail said 25 to 35, depending on the breed. Yeah, because Miss Scavies or whatever take longer. I know that. But supposedly, I think, are those the ones that, is it called going broody if it's a duck too, or is it only for chickens? But I've heard that they're very good. Like they have really good mothering skills. Like they tend to sit on their own eggs very well, or other eggs. Jessie Mills says, "Not when I'm listening while helping her with her homework."
What?
I don't know. Must be Letty. He's helping Letty with homework.
Oh, okay.
Orlando is here. Says hello from Phoenix City, Alabama. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. Beth Reed says, Jasmine, it helps to put virgin bucks with experienced does who can teach them what to do. Yes, so Bella was previously bred, thank goodness.
Yeah, she's a proven doe.
Proven doe, yeah.
Bred I think at least twice. Can't remember.
Cindy, I think, said 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I actually got Bella from my chicken dealer, my chicken lady, my silky lady up north. Her daughter showed Bella and won a best in breed, I believe.
Best in breed.
I think she also won a best of opposite sex. I can't remember. I'll have to look at her pedigree. I can't remember.
I think it was just best of breed.
But she is big.
Yeah,
she's pretty. She's very well.
Yeah, she's a little sunburnt now, but
yeah.
So she's not really showable. I mean,
she just needs to be conditioned a little better. Like we would need to put her not outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Jasmine was just saying that her turkeys have not started laying yet. How old and what breed? And Beth said April Hatch White Hollands heritage breed. I did not know. Yeah, I didn't know about those. Jasmine said, I did put my experienced does with him. He showed zero interest, even though the does behaved perfectly. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, Henry, I was actually a little worried because he is like petite. He's old enough. I don't know. He just is a smaller guy, I guess. I don't know. So I was worried. I'm like, gosh, is he too young? Is he even going to know what to do? And Tiffany was like, oh, they always know what to do. I'm like, okay, we'll try it, And like he knew what to do. He just didn't know where, if that makes sense. So, yes. Richard Brown says, I hate driving the fire truck in the snow. Well, that's cool that you drive a fire truck, but yeah, I wouldn't want to drive that in the snow either. Can't imagine. Stacey Mullen says, love your new quail shed. Great job, both of you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Brandon,
lots of work.
Yeah. Like I said in the video, I was like, I want a quail barn, and
it wasn't supposed to be a quail barn.
Right. It was supposed to be the turkey barn.
It was going to be turkey / feed storage, and then maybe possibly a brooder space for the quail.
I'm not sure how it evolved, really. But next thing I knew, it was the quail barn.
Yeah.
I think kind of like as we were
completely full now, and we need
more
room. You're done with me? You want to get out of here?
He said, yeah. Did you hear him? Are you done with me? Yeah.
Well, he wanted to come up here and chill out, and then he's like, nope.
Yusuf said, I love snow because I get to make some money. You must shovel snow or something for your neighbors and get some money, huh? It's awesome. I got bait. Did WTF plant garlic for next spring?
Nope. I know.
And we love garlic.
I know. I didn't have time. It was too cold.
The ground is not frozen quite yet.
It needs to sprout and grow a little bit, and it's too.
So we can't even start it right now and then throw it outside. No. Darn.
Not happening.
Dale said, our ducks absolutely love snow, eh? Good to know. Beth said, snow is a big part of why we moved from Indiana to Arkansas. Yeah, that'll do it. Yusef said 3 of my neighbors hired me to blow their snow away. That's awesome. Good for you. It sounds like you're quite popular in your area. You got like your quail business going on and your snow blowing business. Good job. Rynick said ducks are okay for a short time in the snow. Good to know. Deals Quail says no pools for our ducks in the winter. We pull everything when we pull hoses. Interesting.
Which he did, I think, a week ago.
Jasmine has royal palms.
Red bourbons are pretty too. I like those.
Is that what we had? We had like a blue slate, red something. Do you remember what Kelly and Slater were?
They're blue slates. They're just blue slates.
I thought there was something about red in there though too.
No.
I don't remember.
But Eric had red bourbons.
Maybe we were looking for red bourbons, but then he
got those later
me
on.
The blue slates. Yeah, I don't think
he didn't have any available when we bought them.
But I really like the blue slates. But the red bourbons, yeah, we were looking for
I actually
those.
sold a couple, I think, of his red bourbons at one of the swaps. Because he was busy talking to somebody else about turkeys, and I sold his turkeys for him.
That's the cool thing about like the swaps too, is like you meet people and you become friends with them, and sometimes you sell their stuff for them. Whatever.
Yeah, I think I sold a pair, if I remember correctly.
Everyday Oil Mommy says we get no snow in Sacramento, California, but we can drive to Tahoe or Reno if we want to experience the Sierra Cement version of snow. I don't know what that means. Wolf of Wall Street. Only snow I'm used to is courtesy of Tony Montana.
Nose candy snow? I don't know.
That's what I think. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm sheltered, so I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
I don't watch movies.
What is okay? Beth said, I want to add midget whites next year. I got some poults at the same time as my Hollands, but ended up losing them all. Well, that sucks. Yeah, we actually, so first we had
two whites and broad-breasted bronze.
Yeah.
We had 2 of each.
And we messed up. We just put them on wood shavings in a tote like we do our chickens. But because of their weight, we didn't have quite enough shavings or something, and they all got like splay leg.
No,
they all ripped their tendons.
Just the one did.
Oh,
yeah,
the
one male did, and then the other broad-breasted white female, she, I don't know, for some reason just died. And then the broad-breasted bronzes died within a day of getting them too.
Yeah, they were just not.
They just weren't healthy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that was so long ago.
It was long ago. It was just a waste of, a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
For how much we paid for them, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. Chad Berryhill said, the weather here in Oklahoma is bipolar. 80 degrees Fahrenheit one day, a blizzard the next.
Yeah, it's kind of happening
Sounds
here,
too. Sounds like with Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All 4 seasons.
I was talking to Dale, and he's like, yeah, it was, 65 yesterday, and woke up this morning, it was 24.
Surprise.
So, yeah.
Verna said you should always run your incubator at least 24 hours before setting eggs. Yeah, that's good advice. Even more if you can, because then you have more time to like correct any issues if you find them. Because nothing is worse than like, say you order a bunch of eggs and then you like turn your incubator on and you find out that something doesn't work, like maybe the fan or whatever. So there's always going to be something though, And then Verna posted Brandon's number in the chat. So if you guys have any questions or concerns or just want to chat and bounce ideas off each other, you can reach us. S Not S said, I had it running a few days and held between 99.5 to 99.8, but once eggs were in, temp hasn't reached that. That's weird. Wondered if the eggs take longer to heat up. I've never really noticed that. Are you using a secondary thermometer or just the one on the? That shouldn't really matter, but if you don't have a secondary thermometer, I would definitely recommend getting one. I'm not sure why your temp wouldn't be, like why it would get up to temp without the eggs, and then as soon as you put the eggs in, it gets down. It's kind of strange. Orlando said, do quail need feed in their feeder all the time? I'm using a J feeder and they are very wasteful. I would recommend having food at all times. When they run out of food or water, that's when they are cannibalistic and they get like they'll scalp each other and stuff. And it's not that it's an aggression issue, like they're not mean birds or anything. It's like just survival of the fittest at that point. And yeah, they turn into little cannibals. So I would recommend having food all the time.
What I would do is if you have some wire or anything, hardware cloth, I would get, if you have like a 1 inch by 1 inch hardware cloth or wire that like we do for the rabbits, that makes really good. Just cut out a piece and put it inside that J feeder, and it'll kind of prevent them from moving their head and scraping and throwing it and like tossing it side to side when like they do, because they like to like move their head down and then side to side and spread the feed everywhere. So if you have those little like guards in there, even if you just have like some 1/2 by 1/2 inch, just cut some of the squares out to make 1 inch by 1 inch, and they'll help.
Will help, yeah. Just to keep them from.
If you cut the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch wire, just make sure you use a nice pair of flush cut wire snippers, so you don't have any sharp edges. Otherwise, you end up hurting the quail.
Mm-hmm. And then our email is in the chat as well, so you can email us if you need to. And everybody's just kind of saying, just kind of giving some advice about incubators and making sure that it's up and running. Maybe even before you get your eggs. If you order your eggs and say they're coming in on like a Wednesday, I would probably fire up your incubator Monday or Tuesday. Probably Monday.
Yeah, just
or do Tuesday, because then you have to let them rest for 24 hours.
Yeah, but do it a day or two before, no matter what. I even experienced, hatchers or inexperienced, that's just a good idea. And I know a lot of people that have been hatching for years, and that's what they do before they're getting eggs. They at least that 24 hours just to make sure, because if you haven't been running it lately, there might be a time that the heater just goes out or something. Mm-hmm. You just don't know. So
Gary Miller said hello from North Carolina, Whiskey Tango Farms. Thanks for your advice on putting my tuxedos in. Did I already read that? Maybe deja vu. But it worked, so yes. He said thanks again. You're very welcome. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thank you. You as well. Frank Kimball is in the house. Hi, neighbor. Said hi. How are you guys? We are good. Thanks for hopping on and joining us. I need to look at my work schedule and get back to you on that thing we talked about at the swap. I did not forget. My life is bananas right now. It is at work. It is like our Super Bowl right now. Like, it's very stressful.
Christmas shopping started.
It is. So. Yeah, I will get back. I didn't forget about you. I promise. I love you guys. And then Beth said, Orlando, they tend to fight if they run out of food. In reference to the question if they should always have food
or water. They should always have food and water available.
Mm-hmm. The La Rochelle farm said, I do have the Barato filled to the max, 196. Nice. The only thing a little stressful about that is like if they all hatch, that's a lot of babies. But it's good. It's a good problem to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to like, because there's people just talking to each other and stuff. Here we go. Jasmine said that she does keep food all the time too. Not worth them panicking about no food and causing food riots. Yes, I like that, food riots. They can be very feisty and brutal. Yes. Lots of advice on the incubator. Plug it in early to troubleshoot, basically, is the gist of it. And then Beth Reed said, you just have to wait for the eggs to reach temp. Your hatch may run a little longer. Yes. Yusuf said, by the way, early Veterans Day. Happy early Veterans Day, everyone. And the heroes who serve this country, thank you for your service. Yes. Very well written. Yes, thank you, veterans.
Today's Marine Corps birthday.
I didn't know that. Well, happy birthday, Marines.
McLeod Family Farm.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Wow. Jeepers creepers. Well, welcome. Hey everyone, how's everyone's night going? It is fantastic. Thank you for joining us. I don't know how to say your name, but my husband does. Oh, S not S said, okay, thanks. I'm resisting the urge to hover over it, the incubator. Yeah, I think the hardest part about like lockdown is leaving it alone. Because it's like, I just want to open it. And like when you start having babies hatch, you're like, I just want to touch it. It's so fluffy and cute, but you can't. And it's so difficult. Stacy Mullins said, we got some rubber bowls. They are small ones. They come in sets of 5. A little more money, but worth it. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. They are so easy to get the ice out of. It still freezes, but I water 2 times a day. Good to know. Richard Brown said, I had metal water bowls. The rabbits will like holes in the ice, and we put hot water in a few times a day, and they did good. Awesome. I love all the different ideas. Oh, and Beth said, sometimes it helps to use a blanket or something to insulate the incubator. Yes. That worked really well for us. We actually did that because we were having issues with humidity staying up. We used a towel because that held the humidity in really, really well. That's when we were using our styrofoam GQF Hovabator 1588.
Sorry.
He elbowed me.
I know. Stealing the cat. He's trying to go away.
S not S, it's just saying thanks for all the tips. I'm going to check on them before bed, and I may do that. Yes. Colorado, Coturnix said, is your new shed warm enough to keep water from freezing? I want a quail shed. Love yours. Thank you. That is the goal. Yes. That's why we insulated it, and we have like the little space heater, basically just to keep it around 40-ish degrees to keep the water from freezing. Like I mentioned earlier, I think that the Wyanola Ranch troughs will be just fine. I'm not too terribly worried about them. I guess we'll see. I'm a little worried about the rubber tubing of the hatching time cages, but we'll see. It might be okay. Whatever happens, like we'll deal with it. But I'd imagine we're not the only ones. I mean, we're not the only ones in cold weather with hatching time cages. So we'll figure it out. We'll keep you updated. Chad Berryhill said, question, thoughts on breeding a long hair and a short hair rabbit? No. Yeah, I mean, you can. I know a lot of people do like crossbreeding, especially for like meat rabbits to get desirable traits. I don't know much about long-haired rabbits, but I'm thinking that I wonder if you have to shave their bum. So silky chickens, I have heard, like if you're having a really hard time, like say you know that they're mating, but they're not being successful. I know that silky chickens, some people like pluck or trim the feathers around their bum to help with that. So I don't have experience with long-haired rabbits, but maybe you would need to do that. So I don't know what would happen. I don't know if you're asking, what it would turn out like. I'm not sure. I don't know. It would be fun to find out. Flew the Coop Farms said, I know you probably said and I missed it. What are your guys' full-time jobs? Hi from Urick, Missouri. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Brandon is he's gonna correct me, but I say an IT security manager. But it's actually like more than that, so he gets kind of mad at me, but I am a retail manager, and we both work like in IT, but I do more consumer stuff and he does like enterprise, aka like business side of things.
I protect what matters.
You protect the chicken. He's the chicken guardian. He gets paid to try to hack his own company and then stop it. So it's kind of cool. So it's fun too, because like sometimes we know what each other are talking about and sometimes we don't. So it's interesting. Keeps us on our toes. Beth Reed said the Old Mill brand of knockoff Carhartt stuff is really warm too. They're sold at Menards. Oh, good to know. I'll have to check that out. My mother-in-law's husband, which is actually Dale's uncle, it's kind of a weird situation, but works at Menards. So maybe he can check for me if they have my size or whatnot. I've never seen clothes at Menards. Have you? Mm-hmm. I mean, like gloves. Oh yeah. When you walk right in, right by the door.
It's by the laundry.
Yep, detergent. Across the aisle. Yeah. Okay. You're right. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Ooh, so that Bernie brand where I got the pants at Fleet Farm, they also had a jacket. It wasn't rated for very cold weather, so this is the only reason I didn't get it. But it was black, and then the inside of it was red, like buffalo plaid, which I love buffalo plaid. And then
what the heck's buffalo plaid?
That's the red and black plaid. Oh. And then it had not one but two pockets for concealed carry. Like it was super cool, but it wasn't rated for very cold weather, and I didn't want to spend that amount of money on something that I wish they would just make one like that was warmer, because it was pretty neat. Flew the Coop Farms, just saying hello to everybody. Verna posted the link to Zach's video on the winterizing, so please go check that out. I feel guilty and really awful I haven't gotten to watch it yet. I keep telling myself that I'm going to, and you would think that somebody who lives in Wisconsin probably should watch something like that. So it is on my to-do list. Jasmine said, ever notice the seasonal changes affecting your incubators and hatcheries? Humidity is definitely a problem here. Yes, we have that problem, especially because in Wisconsin, we joke we can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. In
one day.
Yeah, pretty much. It fluctuates a lot here. Like we have such a wide range of climates here, and it's frustrating. Because we'll think we have something figured out with the incubator, and then you have to tweak it a little. There's a fly. Tiffany from Tealstone, she got some quail eggs from us. She just hatched out her second generation and posted a video, so go check that out, Tealstone Homestead. But she was kind of, hard on herself about her hatchery, but I think it was actually really, really good for being somewhat new to it. And I was telling her, and I tell this to other people too, literally a different time of the season or whatever can change things. So you think you have everything figured out, and you think you're like, all right, I got my incubator figured out. And then it's a new month and you're like, that's not working anymore. So it's frustrating, but it keeps you on your toes and it keeps things interesting. So Yes, I have noticed, and it is very frustrating. So we just kind of keep a close eye on it and tinker with it, you know. Row S said, I would like chickens that start laying at 4 months. When do yours start laying? What breeds start that early? Um, we have had the best luck with our like just generic red production from Tractor Supply. I believe that they're just a mix of like Rhode Island red and like New Hampshire red. They are big girls, they lay big eggs, and they lay a lot of them. They were kind of sassy, and the one had kind of a big comb that got frostbite the first winter, so I felt kind of bad about that. I sold them last winter.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember why I sold them. We just had
'Cause they're
too many
old.
chickens, and they were 2 or 3 years old.
I think they were 3 years old.
They were still laying, but I didn't want to feed them through winter as well as all the other younger ones. Like I just had to pick. So I sold them to a girl who gave them to her boyfriend for Christmas. And I told her, I'm like, you have to understand, like, these were my first chickens. I'm like, these are very special to me. I'm like, please take good care of them. And like, she promised me she would. Their names were Gucci and Prada because I'm weird and I named them designer names. And then we had Dolce and Gabbana as well. Dolce now lives at my mom's house. She's getting kind of old. I think mom said she's not laying very many eggs. She was an olive egger.
I think she's almost 4 years old.
Yeah, she's an olive egger. So she's really pretty. And then Gabbana got eaten by a mink and or weasel last fall. She was the one, when I opened the coop door, she was the first one that I saw on the floor. It was very heartbreaking. Sorry, that was a little off track. What breed would start laying early? Rhode Island red and New Hampshire red. I have that's what went into the red production, I believe. So I would recommend those. So, but there are lots of chickens that are like dual purpose. And that's the cool thing about those red productions is we probably could have eaten them, but I named them and they were my first chicken. I was not going to be able to eat them. So maybe somebody else did. I just don't want to know about it. Verna said that she uses a humidifier like by her incubator to keep the humidity up. That's a good idea. Yeah, Zach was actually the one that gave me the idea to wrap our incubator in a towel to keep the humidity up because we were having issues and stuff. And he's like, just try a towel once, and we did that, and boom, game changer. So never underestimate the importance of humidity. Verna said she posted a link for the Newbie Quail Lovers group in the chat. So please go check that out. Newbie Quail Lovers was a very, very large group on Facebook, but then, I don't know, something happened, whatever. So
violated community standards.
Yeah, that's why I got that grunt style shirt that says violates community standards. Just because you're not supposed to talk about like basically anything about self-sufficiency on Facebook or dispatching or culling or all that. So the group basically had to start over, unfortunately. So if you're not in the new group, please go join it. We help each other out a lot. It's a nice community and stuff. So Beth said she dry incubates most time of the year, but I have to pay closer attention to humidity in the winter. Otherwise, there's not much difference here. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, it's so interesting to see, because obviously with social media, like there's so many people from different areas and stuff, and different seasons. Like everybody has such a unique situation. But that's the cool thing about like the Newbie Quail Lovers group or, our live or Zach's live or I think Chris has quite a wide variety of people. Like a lot of people on there talk about rabbits, but he also gets a lot of quail people. And everybody just kind of helps each other out. So like maybe I don't live in Arkansas and know like what seasons you need to, do this, that, or the other. But like for instance, Beth does, and now we are talking about it, So even though I can't personally help somebody, like I always try to find somebody who does if I can. So, and that's why those groups come in really handy. Jennifer Meyer says, I put wood floors in the enclosed parts of my outdoor cages today. Cool. That will probably help with cleanup, I'd imagine. That's why we put linoleum down on the quail barn floor. Definitely is a lot nicer to clean up than wood. Beth said that Leghorns and a few other continental crossbreeds start around 4 months. Almost all lay white eggs. Good to know. Yeah, the production reds lay just like the tannish brown. If you want a production bird, do not get a silky. They are definitely like, I love them. Like, as somebody who is trying to be self-sufficient, a silky goes against like literally everything because they go broody all the time. They're not very high production. They're not very cold hardy. They just, because of their feathers around their eyes, a lot of times they can't see predators, so they're very prone to getting picked off. But they are so adorable and cute, and I just can't say no. So if you're looking for production, silky is not the way to go. Orlando said, question, we have 3-week-old chicks that have been doing great. Got a couple now that their legs get locked and have one leg working. What would cause this? I don't know. I've never had that, actually. Their leg gets locked up. I wonder if it's like a food issue, like a nutrition issue, maybe. 3 weeks old. Only one leg is working. My first thought would be maybe something food related or nutrition related. And my second thought would be maybe something like with their, like, whatever they're standing on. Like, are they getting like some weird like splay leg or like spraining their leg maybe? And then it's like getting swollen, making it kind of like locked up. That's very interesting. Maybe I'm hoping somebody else maybe has an answer for you. Jasmine said, yes, I've got a pot of water on the wood stove at all times, and we have 2 additional humidifiers in the house. We struggle to get over 35 to 40%, mainly due to open floor plan and loft. Yeah, that's got to be hard. I bet like wrapping a towel or something around, well, I guess if you have your refrigerator, you're probably not going to get a towel around that. Maybe a few of them.
That should produce humidity pretty well, though.
Yeah.
If you have issues with that, you can message me. I have an idea that might help you.
We're working on our refrigerator patcher thingamajig too right now, so it's fun.
Start.
Yusuf said, but white eggs for sell cheaper, and the best production hens, in my opinion, are Isa Browns. Good to know. Yeah, we did get an Isa Brown. Is she still out there? Or did I get rid of her? We got an Isa Brown.
I just know there's chickens out there.
They are also good for production. I believe Jersey Giants are as well, and we have one of those out there. But she's not very nice, so I don't know. Jasmine said the refrigerator has the humidistat hooked up the humidifier, and it's doing a great job keeping it at 40 to 45% relative humidity. Perfect.
That's good.
Sounds good. Yusuf said Isa Browns and Red Stars lay 300 to 350 eggs a year in their first 20 months. Yep, that sounds like a really good production. Oh, AFB is Air Force Base. Derp. Sorry, guys. Everybody's making me feel stupid. Thanks, though. Thank you for helping out. Jeerhans also mature at that age if you want something that will forage well and is a bit less common. I have never heard of that one. Jesse Mills said the upper Midwest, come here for the scenery. Stay because your feet are frozen to the ground. Yep. I've seen a meme like that. It said, the upper Midwest, come here for the scenery and stay because your car won't start.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a new battery in my truck last winter, thanks to my mother-in-law. I was in Las Vegas with my cousin. She's more like a sister, but and he called me, and it was like 75 degrees this day in Las Vegas, and he called me. He's like, "It's negative 20 here before the wind chill, and your truck won't start." And I had him on speaker, and my cousin looks at me. She's like, "I don't know, sounds like a you problem," and like hung up. I'm like, "Oh my God, you were so mad." Like, so he ended up using his car to go buy a car battery and whatever. But yeah, come here for the scenery instead because your car won't start. Row S said, "I'll buy a jar soon and let you know, like about the peanut butter with the little peanut." Yes, please let me know. I'm very emotionally invested in this now. Row S said, "What would the electricity usage be on a heated line and waterers? Is it high?" That's a question for you because you pay the bill. All I know, he's not, just go ahead. That's for you.
Oh, the one that we had for the chickens and everything, that wasn't too bad. I think it may have been like $10 a month, but so our electricity here is fairly cheap because we have a huge dam not too far from us, and that powers a majority of the northern part of Wisconsin. So we have fairly cheap electricity, around 10 cents a kilowatt. So it was about, I think, maybe $10 or $10 a month for that. Her heating the chicken barn last winter was extremely expensive. I think we were spending $50 or $60 a month more on that, which was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, we had a light plugged in out there, and then we had an aquarium heater in the one waterer, another heated waterer, a sweeter heater, a space heater. It wasn't insulated, still not insulated, and the chicken doors are open all day. And there, because we had them split large fowl and bantams, there's two, doors open. So it was not smart. It was not an efficient use of our electricity, but we did
I like to burn money, I guess.
We hope to burn money. We did what we
That's
could
what it felt
with
like.
what we had in the time we had. So it was not ideal.
It felt like taking a $100 bill and lighting it on fire.
That probably would have kept them warm.
Yeah, probably.
James says squirrel peanut butter was a Canadian brand from about 1915 to 2000. It was referred to as the one with the peanut on top. They stopped doing that shortly after they were bought out by Skippy. Gosh darn it. Well, I suppose that's about when that's probably about when we went. It was 2000. Nope, because it would have been, I don't know, maybe. It was around that. It was like within a couple years of 2000, so. Jasmine says she's the oldest of 6 kids. I wish I could have a big family, but I am not a big family type of mother. So
she's an only child, so.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Then again, my mom, well, she only wanted 1 kid because I was very complicated, but I highly respect anybody with a large family, like those moms, and like those kids seem to be always the best behaved too. I don't get it. I wish I could do that. Chad Berryhill said Moran prices around here are insane. Yeah, so there is a couple people within like 30 minutes of us, like around us, that like black copper Morans are really popular, like in this area specifically, like in central Wisconsin. And apparently there's like this like card with the different shades of brown on it, and there's like this like judgment scale of it, apparently. I don't know much about it. We have some blue copper Marans and a splash Marans. We don't have a black copper Marans, but apparently like these people get really, really, really competitive about their egg color, like how deep the brown is. So yeah, I could see that people would charge a lot for them because it's a very competitive market. Like people get very proud about their how deep of a brown that egg is. Some of them are almost black. They are really pretty. Row S says we don't use a $2 bill anymore. Oh, there's no more toonies. Oh, I think
it's a $2 bill, not a $2 coin.
Okay. All right. Oh, my false alarm. Sorry, I was really upset. Holy mackerel! Beth said a point of lay Moran's pellet around here, even pet quality, sells them for about $50. Yeah. I guess that sounds about right. Because usually, so it's hard to find a point of lay Moran's around here, because usually people snatch them up way before they get to that point. And they charge usually $15 to $20 a chick. So I guess a $50. That sounds about right, actually. Seems like a lot, but it makes sense. Chad Berryhill said, I have some barred rocks and Easter eggers, sweethearts, all of them. Yes, our leg bar, we have had a few different leg bars now, but they're all very, very sweet. And they lay the blue eggs. Verna said, I love you two's humor. Thank you. Row S and Morans are rare. Is that the reason for the price? I don't know. Like I said, I don't think they're not really rare. There's quite a bit of them out there, but I think people really, really, really get serious about like that deep color. Oh, I just dripped all over my. Oh my gosh. All right, sorry. Jasmine laughing about the Henry thing. Yeah, Brandon just flipped him around and he did his thing. So. S.L. Swanson said that was very funny. Everyone trying to figure out why I'm laughing so hard. Chaz said, I cannot spell tonight. Well, a lot of times we can't talk, so that's all right.
Well, everybody's lucky that I'm not reading.
I say you're very quiet. Yeah, you're like, I love you. I love you, but I should read the comments. Yes. I love you.
I think everybody gets a laugh when I mess up.
Beth said, I have red and light brown leghorns, blue Jersey Giants, Bielefelders, blue Silkies, blue copper Morans, that Gerhans, Andalusians, and gold spangled Hamburgs. I didn't know that there were. Beth, you have so much cool stuff. I don't even know what some of those are, and I'm going to have to look them up. I don't know what the Gerhorn, I don't know what that is. I didn't know that there was such thing as Andalusian. The gold spangled Hamburg, I think, are those the ones that kind of look like Polish? Like, or no. Those look like the gold lace Wyandottes, right? Like they have that like lacing, I think. I didn't know that there was a blue Jersey Giant though either. Verna says she has a Roo hollering for mama. Verna says she likes your red egg tray. Yeah, it's really cool. It's got like the black on the bottom and then the red.
It has two different colored red.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it has...
it's a prototype or what?
Yeah, I
can see
filament.
Now that you...
And there's a layer right here that's like purple.
Now that purple stuff doesn't work. I didn't notice it before.
I know. Well, one's sparkly red and one's regular. Like I think actually this color was called blood red.
Ooh.
And then this was some kind of sparkly.
Very red. Morbid.
But yeah, I don't know if you can actually see it in there.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it.
Multiple colors. I was just using some scrap filament, or it wasn't scrap. There were samples actually.
Jennifer Meyer says, I had problems with rabbits once, not knowing which end was up. Thinking of getting into rabbits again after 20 years without. Awesome. Good for you. What kind are you going to get into? We're super excited about our silver fox and our creams. Like,
Creme d'Argents.
Yeah, sorry, creme d'Argents. The silver fox are getting very, very popular in our area, so that's neat. The creme d'Argents need a lot of help yet. They're not as common or popular as I think they should be, and we want to change that. So if you would consider, I would recommend a creme d'Argent. They're super sweet. Those little orange babies.
They're cool.
They are cool. Yeah, Beth said good quality Morans that lay super dark eggs are rare.
I know a guy.
Yeah, so actually the guy that we got our turkeys from, Eric, sorry, he has black copper Morans, and at the one swap, I think it was in our swap video. I recorded it, but I think you cut that part out.
No, I don't.
Or maybe it wasn't in frame. Something.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did have an egg that day too.
Yeah.
Did he have?
I tried to record it, but I might have missed it because I wasn't really like looking. But
I don't remember.
Yeah, they were like almost black. They were beautiful.
They weren't black. They're just a dark brown. They're actually
Yeah,
I mean, he's got really good Morans.
They're beautiful.
But he sells his Moran chicks for like $8. So
as straight run, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's because they're straight run.
Yeah.
Yusuf said that he has a local farm that says jumbo chicken eggs for $14 a dozen. Wow. And regular for $8 per dozen. What? For eating or hatch? It's gotta be for hatching, huh? That's nuts.
Yes, and eating.
That's crazy. Jasmine said I need to order 4 of your 30 count egg trays in white. Love the design.
That can happen.
Yeah. You have to send her some, because there's like different kinds of white. There's like all the filaments.
Well, she likes the white that I had sent her. I can get more of that.
15.
Yeah, because she has 4 wood ones, and then I just sent her a white one. She won. And it just so happened to have some buddies with it.
Oh, that's right. Ryan said, love those blues. Maybe the blue copper Morans, maybe? Oh, the Celadons.
These blue things.
Orbs.
My Cellies.
Cellies, yes. You're funny. S.L. Swanson said, on the 30 count tray, is it still just the 2 colors for now? No.
Any color you want. Or, well, I think in my post I said my main colors were going to be black, white, and I don't remember else. I thought I had 4 colors. But, yeah.
He can always send you, like, say you're interested in, like, greens and blues. Like, let us know and he can send you, you know.
Well, I think I said in that post, too, if you did, I think it was like 3 or more, or 4 or more, you can pick the color. Any color. And so I could do orange, green, purple, pink, yellow, whatever you want.
Ooh, we should get some of that, what is it called? Variegated? For yarn, it would be called variegated, but for filament, I don't know, like the color changing stuff, like where it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Can you make me one?
Maybe.
It wasn't a no. That's basically a yes. Beth said, I can't get more than $3 per dozen here for eating eggs. I sell hatching eggs, chicks, and started birds instead. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, jeepers creepers. We got a Quail 101 playlist. SNS attempts are good. Thanks, Beth, Verna, and WTF for doing the lives. I gotta be up in 4 hours for work. Gross. Night all. Thanks for coming. I hope you sleep fast. Thank you for hopping on.
I'm sure there's sound asleep because that was an hour ago. Almost 40 minutes or 50 minutes.
Am I really that far behind?
Yep.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I sound like Zach. Beth said his Pronounce
it Muscovy.
Muscovy, not Muscovy.
Muscovy duck.
I always
You always say Muscovy, and I always
I know.
told you it was Muscovy.
I know. I also
Who can't say anything now?
I usually say Colorado instead of Colorado, but I was born in Colorado.
No, you were born in Colorado.
And my mom, I blame my mother because she says Colorado. And obviously
that place isn't that rad. So it's not.
Shut up. She did, and she taught me how to talk. So I mean, like.
She taught you how to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the problem?
Mm-hmm. It was all downhill from there. Oh my gosh. Jasmine said moonshine kitty.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, she put a little moon emoji. Love it. Everyday Oil Mommy says Doug the dog from Up. Squirrel. We do that at my house too. Yep. We are very, ADD. Chad said my Muscovy. See, I did it. Yay! Kicked everyone out of the coop after going broody. Yeah, I've heard that they're very they're good mothers, they don't want anybody by their babies. Youssef said, question everyone, how much do you sell a dozen of quail eggs for eating and hatching? It depends on where we are and what time of year it is. Usually, I think we do $3 a dozen for eating, and at swaps we usually do $10 a dozen for hatching eggs, just because it's easier to exchange a $10 bill. But yeah, sometimes we'll run specials and stuff. Like if we have a ton of eggs, we'll let them go for less. Beth said $3 for eating, 50 cents per egg for hatching. Verna said she sells hers for eating $3 a dozen or 2 dozen for $5. Hatching eggs are 50 cents each. Kelly's here. Hi. Jasmine's Kelly. Yusuf said, yeah, it became popular when the side neighbors, me and my mom, looked for 5 quail that escaped. Yeah, I bet people were interested in what you were doing. Verna, the tickle trunk has arrived. Kelly said, hey, getting the kiddos to bed now and saw that you were still on. Hooray. Yeah, I'm super behind, so hey.
Somebody likes talking tonight.
I'm sorry. My mouth is really dry too. Yeah, Beth said, Yusuf, you're quite the entrepreneur. Yes, you are. Everybody's saying hello to Kelly. I'm going to kind of go fast. Essa Swanson said, Freezer is a impressive young man. Got to meet him at QuailCon. Yes, he's just super polite. Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom. Kelly said, hey, Tickle Trunk is up in here. Yusuf saying thank you. Beth said, I met Freezer and his mother and enjoyed our too short of a visit. Yes, I am looking forward to this coming year for sure, or next QuailCon. And Verna said you can go to WTF and order eggs, and she posted our farm page. We are behind on jumbos. We're working on it. So it's FYI. I got bait. Hi, Kelly. Glad the tickle trunk showed up. I love that we're all just calling Kelly a tickle trunk. She brought up tickle trunk, but now we're just calling her a tickle trunk.
Row S brought up tickle trunk.
I don't remember how it happened. It just did.
It just so happened to be on Kelly's live, or Kelly.
Oh, that's right.
Was on our live.
Yeah, and then she made some sick memes. Oops, sorry. Beth just recommended Sandhill Preservation online for some chicken breeds. Verna, I just asked, I wondered if you do. I have my hatch in already, 14 days left, but next hatch I will for sure because I had an amazing hatch rate compared to the ones before it was plus or minus 90%. Wow. Good for you. I'm going to not say this right. I'm so sorry ahead of time.
Parksville?
No, just the farm. I haven't even gotten that far yet. Dunroman Farms. Hi from Burkesville, Kentucky. We love your quail house. The chandelier is awesome. Thank you.
Chandeliers. You can thank Jasmine for that.
Mm-hmm. Brenda said, Lucy tells me when the chicks start hatching. That's awesome. I love Lucy. Jasmine said, alert dog. Everybody's saying good job, Lucy. Lucy is Verna's dog, for those of you that don't know. Verna said, yeah, I learned after lockdown to ignore the incubator so I don't hover over it, but Lucy tells me when they hatch. That's super cool.
That's awesome.
Beth said, it definitely helps that my incubator and hatcher are in a room off the workshop and not in the house. Yeah, that would help. It looks like Yusuf has got to head out. Said, okay, have a nice evening, everyone. I have a few chores to do and then time to rest. Well, thanks for hopping on. Have a good night, Yusuf. And then he said, and again, happy early Veterans Day. He's such a sweet young man. Frank said, have a good week and talk soon. Have to get more work done. Thanks for hopping on. Yes, I need to talk to you soon. Thanks for coming. Let's see here. Shorts 2.0 said, question, how much are you paying for Crumbles and for how much would you sell 8-week-old jumbo males and females? You can answer the feed question.
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in the comments.
Oh.
But it's running about $18, $19 for game bird starter, 28%.
For starter?
For around here.
Okay. And then 8-week-old jumbos, males and females, we sell for $10 each, or 6 for $50, or like a breeder set for $50. So, yeah. Jasmine said, oh, wait, y'all are on Facebooks too? Sweet. Oh, because it plays in both places, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, broadcasting in both places. Because we're cool.
Mm-hmm. And then Beth just said that it varies a lot by location, like in reference to the question for the chicks. I only sell 8-week-olds in breeding groups of 1 to 4. Prices range from $35 to $50 depending on variety. Yep.
Some good deal.
It's the only advice I can give you is it's easier to start high and go low than starting too low and then trying to raise your prices. Mm-hmm. So I actually asked that in one of, I think it was the Newbie Quail Lovers group, the original one. I asked that and somebody gave me that advice and said it's easier to start high and lower them, or like run a sale or whatever you want to do, but it's going to be difficult to raise prices. And they said that they're just dealing with meat jumbos. But yeah, I would say that's about on par. Like for 8-week-olds, about $50 for 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, selling of birds and eggs on Facebook are naughty. That's naughty. We're not supposed to do that. It's hard not to, but Beth said...
You can sell it as long as you pay for it. You can write ads on Facebook and sell eggs or birds. As long as Facebook gets their money, they're fine.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Anywho, Beth said birds for eating go for $5 here at butcher size.
Already butchered?
That's what I'm wondering. Do you mean like, yeah, butchered or dressed out? I wonder. And then Verna just added a note that if you go to join the newbie quail lover group, please answer the questions. Yeah, that kind of helps weed out like weird like bot and like hacker weird stuff. Because otherwise sometimes like we see like an account that was created yesterday from like the middle of Timbuktu in like the middle of the ocean or something. Like they're like, oh, I live at the coral reef.
Yeah, please approve my account since it's only 2 days old. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you mean a separate one. So we try to be very careful with the children and stuff, like what we post and stuff. So I have my Chris and Kugel Whiskey Tango Farms profile that I like share my farm stuff with, and then I have my personal one that I share with like friends and family and stuff. So Brandon made a farm one, although you should do something to differentiate the two because they're both just Brandon and Kugel.
Yeah, I tried. I failed hard.
Ooh.
And then I couldn't go back and change it. So
once you go BLK, you never go back.
Yes.
Sorry.
But
that's his initials, by the way.
BLK. This one has a picture of my awesome 30 count egg tray as a.
It's bright red, catches your eye.
So
that could be like your slogan. Not really. It doesn't really rhyme though. Doesn't rhyme.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just let it go.
Okay.
Beth said my jumbo breeding groups go for $40 a set, and I think you said it was 4-to-1, so that's 5 birds for 40. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, how far behind am I?
I don't know. What time? It says the time right here.
Oh my gosh, I'm still 30 minutes behind. Short 2.0 said I'm paying $19.79 for a 40-pound bag of crumbles. Oof.
Yes, Kelly. That is why I said black special on it. Or BLK special.
What? Ed said Tractor Supply at 2.0.
20?
I think so. I think he means 20. Brandon. All of our quail, once they're able to be sexed, we sell for $10 each. Yep. Beth said, I love my silkies, but they only lay eggs about 150 eggs a year. I think you can argue that they have a place on a homestead as working broodies. That is true, somewhat. I gave my mom a bunch of fertile quail eggs because she had 2 broody silkies. I'm like, just stick these under them and see what happens. Those little turds, you know what they did? They kicked all the eggs out, all the quail eggs, and they kept theirs. So it did not work. Although there was somebody, I think it was Katrina, I think, on Zach's live was always checking in and saying that she stuck some eggs under a broody silky. And I think they hatched, if I remember right. So it's possible. And then the Urban Rescue Ranch on YouTube, he did that. He had silkies to hatch out quails. Oh, he was tagging Shorts 2.0.
Yep, I got it.
Now I got it. You're 20 cents cheaper. Everybody's talking about food prices. Beth says layer pellets at the local feed mill.
That's why you need to raise quail.
Yeah, because they don't eat a lot. Layer pellets at the local feed mill will sell for $13.
You dumbass.
What?
But you need good source of food. That's why you should raise quail.
I guess.
Food prices at the grocery store are expensive.
Oh, I thought you were talking about quail food.
Feed. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you.
Layer pellets at the local feed mill sell for $13.50 per 50-pound bag. Game crumbles are $13.65. Verna said Arkansas usually has the best prices.
Yeah, Beth gets a good deal on her food.
Ed got bait. How would you go about finding a local feed mill? Google. How'd you find Arnott Mill? Because that's kind of where we started, like
interwebs.
Did you just Google it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
But honestly, it wasn't as easy as just Googling the feed mill because it didn't come up.
Arnott? Well, I don't think they had a website or anything. So
they don't have a website.
And most feed mills probably won't, honestly, because they're usually just like little mom and pop
And then, I mean, prints, where we get our stuff now kept coming up because, I mean, that's the actual like feed mill. But
yeah, Arnott's technically a resale. They do have a mill there though.
They do. They're a local feed mill. They do mix stuff, but I mean, yeah, they sell bagged stuff. I mean, it's a good local place because it's real close. But
yeah, and Beth is just saying too, like if you can find a local mill, they'll usually have the best prices.
Mm-hmm.
Google mill. Beth said Google mill rather than feed mill. It's only a word that's used fairly. It's the only word that's used fairly consistently. Jennifer Myers said good night. Good night. Thank you for hopping on. Kelly said ha ha. How deep of a brown of a black copper marin egg is? Sounds like some silly egg drama. You can only imagine what I thought in my brain when I heard that. Yes, I can imagine. Jasmine said I have 3 Easter eggers named Macchiato, Mocha, and Latte. I approve. Our puppy's name is Latte. And for a while we were talking about getting a boy corgi as well and breeding them, and I was going to name the male Mocha. One of my employees has a German Shepherd named Mocha.
Good night, Kelly.
And she broke his hand.
Kelly's going to bed.
Oh, good night, Kelly. I'm so behind you guys. Good night if you have left or are leaving soon. I'm trying to hurry. Right, Nick, y'all are getting ripped off with those prices. Oops, sorry. Y'all are getting ripped off with those prices of copper marins. Chicks here are like $5 a piece here, and adults are around 20. Jeepers creepers. Yeah, it really does depend on the area. There we go. Here you go, Kristin. Oh, about the golden laced Hamburgs. We live in a competitive area, so we were talking to a creme to argent breeder last night, actually, and he was saying how he's like, you live in a really competitive area, like especially for silver fox. And he said he's seen like a lot of silver fox too, rabbits. And so I think this area in general has like people that are trying to be self-sufficient, like agriculture and like homesteading type stuff has really become popular in this area due to recent events. So I think that's why they're so expensive. Beth said my Moran's girls lay a 6 to 7 on the egg scale of 1 to 9. 1 is about like the brown eggs from the grocery store, and 9 is about like a Hershey bar. That's awesome. And then Jasmine said that's some great coloring, Beth. And Beth said it's a constant selection process to keep them dark in the next generation. Yeah, I can imagine you gotta be really picky. Kristin, I love your excitement. LOL. That wasn't a no. It's true. So if he says no, it's done. It's over with. If he says maybe, I can work with that. I can work on it. I don't remember
what it was.
I'll remind you later. It was about the variegated.
What?
The color changing.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what it's called for filament though. Jasmine said, I love Kristin's quail chandelier. I will take credit. It's so cute. Thanks. Yeah, it was a great idea. I was looking at like, I thought I would be able to find a cheap chandelier, like just a fake chandelier very easily on Amazon. And I was wrong. So that's why the chandelier that's in there is actually meant to be a Christmas ornament. I think it was $4. So, because I was not going to pay like $50+ for a chandelier. Ed Got Bait said, wouldn't that be an egg delir? Yes. I love it. Kelly. Oh my God, that's his initials. That explains when my box said BLK special on it. Yes. We sent Kelly some of the eggs out of Brandon's hutch, and we just called them like the BLK line because it's like that's his, like, I don't want to say playpen because that sounds weird, but like that's his hutch is the BLK line. Oh, Beth welcomed you as a member on a couple quail pages today. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Ed Got Bait says chandelier just doesn't sound right. No, it doesn't. I like egg delir. Wait, is that what you? Yeah, it's egg delir.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Verna said, Kristin, I'm thinking of calling my business Faye's Place. I like that. Oh, I suppose it'd be your initials probably, huh? Jasmine says she likes it too.
Oh, it's the rain. It's raining. I was wondering. I heard.
Gross.
It's raining outside.
Kelly said, that's why I got bantams and silkies, but they don't like my quail eggs or chicks, lol. They eat the eggs, lol. Oops. Yeah, that's not good. Beth said she's successfully hatched quail eggs under a broody silky. Also, peacocks, pheasants, geese, ducks, chickens, and I had one gather up rocks and try to hatch them. She was very determined. I'm kind of sad because I know that the rocks didn't hatch for her, and she was probably very disappointed. Verna said, it's my initials. I used that in AOL chat rooms years ago, reminding me of a friend, oy vey. LOL. Love it. Kelly said, my bantams are always broody, but only want their white eggs. Weird. She says she's leaving. And everybody's talking about sleeping. It's making me yawn. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine said, I just LOL'd at your BLK surprise. Don't tell me the silkies ate the quail eggs. Good night, Kelly. And then Jasmine said, I thoroughly enjoyed tonight's chat. You guys needed a YouTube and chill night. Yes, thank you for everybody that still stuck around. Thank you for anybody that stopped in just real quick. We appreciate it. Again, we appreciate everybody's support and messages and stuff. And I will get to them to respond and all that. It's taking me a little bit, so I'm sorry, but I am working on it. So yeah, you're so quiet tonight. I'm just like, I had caffeine pretty late. I probably shouldn't be drinking this.
I was drinking caffeine at the beginning, but I'm like.
It's 9:41 and I'm drinking caffeine.
I'm ready for bed.
That's bad.
I had a very busy afternoon, so.
Sorry, there's a couple more comments. Beth said, I moved her into a broody hut and traded her some eggs for the rest. I think she hatched call ducks for me. Okay, good. She got to be a mama. She wanted to be a mama so bad. Ed Got Bait said, enjoy all the lives. Have a good night. Yep. Thanks. Have a good night.
Everybody's saying good night.
Ryan at Great Relax Night. Thank you. Everybody's saying good night. Good night. All right. Well, good night, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Good night.